Hey YouTube, what's going on? Chris here. Want to bring you all an update today of Litecoin. We're at 49.95. We're down almost 9% right now. We're just absolutely getting crushed. And what I want to do here is talk to my Litecoin family. That's why I didn't want to put this with a Bitcoin or an XRP video or anything. I just really want to talk to my Litecoin family. And another thing that I've noticed is, so many people who've said that they love Litecoin and everything, they've just completely abandoned it. And I'm talking about video creators and everything like that. So it's interesting when you start to see these things take place and you start to see how people for 1 minute will hype up a coin so much and say Litecoin's going to go up to $1,000 and making videos all about that. And then when it starts to do bad or things turn to the downside, people just completely disappear. So what we're going to do today, we're going to look at this as a Litecoin family. And like I said, guys, I always want to speak to you truthfully. I'm going to tell you when we're in a down market. I'm going to tell you when we're in an up market. And that's basically what I want to do. I want to help identify trends for people so you can make up your own decision, whether you're a long-term investor, a scalper. I can't make that up for you. That's why I don't give any type of calls or anything, because everybody's trading situation is going to be different. Some people are long-term investors. Some people are swing traders. Some people are scalpers. Some people are day traders. It's completely different for every scenario. So I want to bring this to you guys. If you want me to keep covering Litecoin, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Like I said, I don't care what the price goes to. I've always liked Litecoin. It's something that I'm going to continue to cover for the people who want to hear about it, because I do believe in the long term it'll be one of those top projects. That's just my opinion. So, and that's not financial advice, guys. So let's dig into this here. So Litecoin on the 1-day chart. The area that I'm looking at, we're going to make this a quick video. The main thing that I'm looking at for us to hold, guys, is this red line here. And this is going to be right around $47. We'll call it 47.26 is what we need to see hold. And the reason why I say that is, previously, when we were in this downtrend over here, you can see what this ended up being a descending triangle. So if we end up drawing a trend line up here for you, just to give you a quick example of this, we'll just do a rough one. This was a descending triangle. We hit back and forth. We were having lower highs and a flat bottom, and we ended up breaking down hard through that. But you can see back in this area, we had about 3 touches of support as well. We've hit it here, and now we're approaching that same area. So what I'm looking for, if we are to get a bounce off this, we need some type of bullish candlestick pattern, a bullish engulfing candle to come in the next day, something along those lines with a lot of volume to reverse at this key level of support. Whenever you see strong bullish, a bullish engulfing candle at support with big volume, that's going to confirm for you that most likely that is the bottom and it's time to reverse. If we don't see something like that, guys, we really could start getting very ugly very fast, and we'd be looking down around first $40, then I'd probably look down around $30, and then obviously to about that $22 where we've been before. And this is the power of trends, and this is where I want to talk to you. So many people say buy the dip, buy the dip. Buying the dip's phenomenal if you're in a bull market, but when you're having lower highs and lower lows, you don't want to be buying that dip. You want to wait for confirmation so that you're in an uptrend. Guys, and this is something, in the past when I first got in this, I was listening to people, and people, when we're going straight down and we're below our 200-day moving average and our 50 and everything, we're saying, hey, you need to be buying this. And just in my opinion, you don't, because think about this area right in here, guys. We fell so hard so fast. And buying the dip's great if you're just going to have a reaction and you're in a down market and then you're going to get rid of it. But if you're looking to hold long term, you don't want to be buying dips until you're in this uptrend. You see here how we had this big spike, then we had a dip back onto this 50-day moving average with a bullish engulfing candle. That's the time to buy the dip. That's when you want to be buying the dip. And right now, guys, we are in an intermediate term downtrend, and we're trying not to turn it into a long-term downtrend. The stronger that this river gets, the more power it's going to get, the harder it is to break out of that trend. So if we look at this area, and the difficult thing about what happened was this was our overall downtrend, this yellow trend line that I was paying attention to for the longest time. We ended up having a bullish engulfing candle and a trend line break out of that. But what happened was we didn't really have much more volume. The volume didn't swell and it didn't pick up, and we didn't even come back up here and challenge this 200-day EMA, and that's how we know it's very weak right now. If you're looking at something like this and it can't even challenge the 200-day EMA when we broke down through it August 13th, it hasn't even hardly challenged it, guys. Here it got close, but it didn't get up to it. So that's why I'm saying we haven't even properly back tested it just to see if we can't even get up above it. That's how weak it's been. So be careful at this area here around this 47.26. Our RSI is at 31. Anything under 30 is going to be that oversold condition. But in cryptocurrency, things can get really extreme to the upside as well as the downside. You could be looking at an RSI at 98 and you can be looking at an RSI at 7 here on the 1-day chart. It's happened before. So I just want you all to be very careful. My upside alarm is at 65.28. I'd put a downside alert right here, guys, at that 47.19, and just patiently wait. We've been moving sideways here, and we just have to see if this area holds, and we're going to come back up here and test maybe the top of this channel again and start bouncing back and forth in here and form some type of a floor, or if we're just going to head down for another big break. And if we do break down through there, guys, I just want to warn you, things could get pretty ugly pretty fast. So just be aware of those things. I wanted to put this on your radar. Main thing, if you take anything out of this, guys, 47.26, pay attention to that key support area, and also pay attention to if you're in an uptrend or if you're a downtrend. If you're going to be a long-term investor, you always want to be buying when you're in the uptrend, when you're up above that 200-day EMA. You don't want to be doing that when you're below it. So that's something that was kind of put on my heart here, and I just wanted to share it with all you guys. Really watch that trend from the short term to the long term without me getting into too much here. I just want to put that on your radar. We're below the 50-day moving average, we're below the 9, we're below the 20 EMA, and we're below the 200-day EMA. So everything right now says the bulls are in full control. We just have to see if we're going to get some of that manipulation or whatnot, and a big whale is going to step in, and maybe we can kick that off and start changing the trend. But that's what has to happen, guys. So if you like me covering this with you, being real with you, want me to keep covering Litecoin, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. You guys have a great day. God bless.